Hey there, guys. So, yesterday there was news in game about the ICE Vision card and the step up to get it, and that was all the news available in game. So, I made a quick news video discussing, the Vision card step up and the Vision card, and that was kind of it. Then I went to bed. It was a really quick news video. Well, today when I woke up, we have two new additional pieces of news that we're going to discuss in part 2 of the news video for November 16th. And as you can see on screen, or you've probably already heard, they are going to be updating their response to the whole, mistaken compensation mail that's been kind of a big issue for the last 2 weeks. So just a quick recap for those of you that have just been out of touch for the last 2 weeks. About 2 weeks ago, they sent out a compensation mail in-game by accident. It wasn't supposed to go to all players, but it did. It had large amounts of resources in it, tons of lapis, tons of tickets, a lot of other stuff. Some players claimed it when it got sent out, and that those players, got all the resources. Everyone else that did not claim it, if you weren't online at the time, etc., it was then taken away. And then players that did claim it, during the following maintenance, they went into your account and either partially or entirely took back the lapis from that mail, although you got to keep all the other resources during that. Anyway, it's been an ongoing humbug, a lot of debate about what's the proper response, etc., etc. But now they are, like I said, updating their position. And pretty much they're going to be going with what should have been the original response, which is to give everyone the exact same contents of that mail. So if you were not online at the time and the mail was taken out of your box and you never got it in the first place, you're now going to be sent all of those resources. So 20,000 lapis, 30,000 replica lapis, I forget the amount, like 300 tickets, a lot of stuff. You're going to be getting that in your mail yet again. Players that did claim it and then had it partially reclaimed from the maintenance, the lapis, etc. Some players had the full 20k deducted. Other players that had spent it and were under 20k had whatever was left over deducted. If you were at 0, you had nothing deducted. But yeah, they're going to be also reversing that. So if you had 14,000 taken away during the maintenance, you're going to be getting it back. If you had 20,000 taken away, you're going to be getting it back. And yeah, so they're pretty much at this point going back to what should have been the original response. But better late than never. So this is really good news. So, it's an update to the announcement from last week. They have taken the community's feedback regarding this under careful consideration. And again, that's why I usually say it's always important to give feedback about issues, either negative or positive. I do realize people usually don't give as much positive feedback about the good stuff. They mostly give feedback about the negative stuff. That's just human nature. Always keep your feedback respectful, but definitely speak out when you feel like something is, not going the way you would hope. But yeah, they have listened to community feedback, and that's a really, really good thing. It shows that they still care, which is awesome. But anyway, to allow all players to the opportunity to enjoy the rewards, regardless, etc., etc. So that is the one thing to keep in mind is it wasn't supposed to be sent out in the very first place. The whole thing was a mistake from the start, but it was a mistake. Once it happens, once people start claiming it, once people start spending it, at that point, they should have just left it alone. But we went into this whole situation. But at the end of the day, they are finally arriving at the best response, which is to make it fair for everyone. So yeah, so if you did not claim the mail at all because you were either offline at the time or you just didn't claim your mail and it was taken away, they're going to be giving it back to you. If you did claim it and you had it partially deducted during maintenance, they're going to be refunding you all of the deducted lapis. And once again, they say it was sent out in error, which it obviously was, etc. And we initially planned the eventual removal of the other rewards. And this is probably the biggest reason they're reversing their position, is they kind of realized that trying to go and audit all the other stuff, like tickets spent, it's too much work. It would have been an enormous task, and it's much easier and simpler to just leave it alone, which is how it should have been done from the start. But at the very least, we're now getting here after 2 weeks of headache. Anyway, we apologize for the response this has caused. We ask for your patience as we update at a later date with the details regarding the timing of the distribution package and the restoration of Lapis. Now, this is the important part, is some of the stuff in there is time sensitive. For example, the 30,000 replica Lapis, the shop for that closes, I think, on December 5th. So about 2 or 3 weeks from now, the shop for that is going to close. So they do need to send this within the next 2 or 3 weeks at the latest. I guess they could always extend the shop as well, but just send it out and be done with it. It obviously won't be this week because we don't have a maintenance, and this is the kind of thing that does require a maintenance to send to everyone, I would assume, at least. That's how they usually do it. But I guess it wouldn't require a maintenance because the original mail was sent out just on a Friday. Anyway, let's just hope they do it in a quick and timely fashion, and they don't wait Elespirus is getting buffed, and then, was it 3 months later? We're still waiting. So hopefully this is very quick. Anyway, great news. They're making it fair for everyone. That is definitely the best response they could have gone with. It's just unfortunate it took them 2 weeks to arrive at that position. And the other news is we are now getting a live stream, and the kind of funny thing is the live stream is today at the time of this video. It is going to be later this evening, so approximately 13 hours from the time that I'm recording this video. But yeah, there is going to be a live stream, and producer Fujimoto is going to be there. So that usually means it's kind of a big deal. Can you guess who the unit is in the above image? So here is a preview of the unit. All we have is this black and pink thing. So there is your speculation on what the new unit will be. Black Friday special. So yeah, I'll be watching the live stream later this evening. I will post a what I think of the live stream video after it's done, and we will talk about what is revealed in the live stream, including the new unit with this interesting little graphic. Anyway, that's basically it for the Brave Exvius news. So yesterday's news was just a vision card, kind of disappointing. And then the part 2 of the news, we had amazing news. We're all getting huge amounts of resources. Kind of hype news. We're getting, obviously, a big deal stream because producer is coming out. But the best news of all today, are you ready for this? The best news of all. If you remember, the finale to the video that I did about a week ago was where I pulled Leona from the video summons. Well, we are on a good news roll today because today, from video summons, we got Dark King Vjarn from the video summons, and with VIP coins and then the special tickets and all that, that is basically EX2 right away from video summons. So very, very excited about that. Very excited. I really, really wanted Vern. He's a really good fire damage dealer, and it's very nice to get him right there. Still don't have Avon, and I guess I probably won't get Avon because his banner is he's no longer in the EX pool. But oh well, that's fine. I got Vern, and oh, by the way, I also got Die from the video summons. True Dragonoid Die or whatever his name is. I didn't really say anything about that because he's not that special. But it's nice to get. It's nice to get him. But right here, Vern is the big prize of the banner, and I now have him. And maybe tomorrow I'll make a video using Vern on I don't know, another Dark Visions clear or something. Anyway, tune in about 14 hours, I would assume, for a video about the live stream, and we'll see how it goes. See you then.